You- Hello?
Hello, hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for this. I've actually never done a one-on-one session like in game before. It's
I
usually always so.
I never had either until the other day, and we found that it was actually pretty simple. Um,
I take it
what was that?
it went well with the other guys.
Yeah, I think better than any of us had expected, actually.
Oh, great.
Yeah. It was like, when the road goes off to go down the hallway, but for 2 hours. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think that I had any questions, but let me double check. I was setting up
You
the
got
game
it.
board and kind of lost track of time. All right, Sorn. Okay, yeah, no questions. Did you have any questions for me before we Oh, I do have
No,
one
I think
question.
we're good to go.
Okay. What is it about Mask that appeals to you as a player? And what is it about a Mask that appeals to you as a character?
Gotcha. Mask appeals to me as a player just due to I guess, the the tie-in with kind of subtlety related and subterfuge related kind of classes. So it just seems like a natural fit. But then as a character, it kind of represents for Sorn it'd be something that he hasn't really had anybody. It's kind of he's been kind of a loner in that way. Hasn't had any family or anything. It's just been work. And Mask is something where he's found some sort of brotherhood, even though it's been very lonely, I guess you could say. But when he, sees another follower of Mask, or like his only friend also is a follower of Mask, which is the other guy, that one of the NPCs I put in.
Yeah, I saw that. Dang it, I spent so long. Um, yeah, I really like that name. Whatever, Treyarn. Treyarn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whichever.
And then a second one. As a player, are you aware that Waterdeep is a very bureaucratic city that has guild involvement?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So there will be some tension over the fact that you're not part of a guild. Um, but do you want to play that out as like a main point, or do you want me to just be like, "Oh yeah, hey," and then it kind of like fades into the background?
I mean, up to you how you want to do it. I think by not subscribing to a guild, I kind of wanted to leave that. Yeah, I wanted to leave that up to you because that leaves options for kind of guild members looking down at this type of business. This is kind of, I guess, a business that's just pumping out product and working, not really tied into anything and just very profit driven. There's no sense of community with it.
Yeah, you're like the word's not a scalper, but when the unions go on strike and the people who do work, It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Sudoku.
Yeah,
But yeah.
like if they were on strike, we would still be refining blades and selling them.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Okay.
we're not
Perfect.
criminal by any means. Maybe like maybe it could be something that goes into that, but like for the most part, everything's above water. Everything's in the air, in the open. It's just very self-centered.
Okay. I like this plan. All right. So we're going to establish your normal life procedures and pressures, and then plot happens, draws you into the story. I had figured that a little kind of an intro murder mystery might be right up your alley. I really liked that
Okay,
Magistrate Puel had called you in, and I kind of focused on that.
love it.
Okay.
Um,
So, oh,
Actually,
go
I do
ahead.
have one question before
Hmm.
we get started. So, with these sessions, is there going to be a bit of kind of like a like? Should I be taking notes throughout all this, or is there going to be kind of, I guess you could say, like a kind of a write up, or like, do you use like an AI tool that like just captures like what happened in the session?
Yeah, so I am recording the sessions and we'll be posting them for the link. As far as writing them up, I had totally planned on doing that, but in writing up Tesh's, I'm like 45 minutes in and it took me 3 hours. He did a lot of talking and I'm writing up like the script. So I
Okay,
might start using the AI and then just correct it. I was trying to stay away from AI, but if we want written stuff, that is probably how it's going to have to go for the level of detail that I would
for sure. And
prefer.
if it comes to a point where like you've introduced an NPC, I clearly just don't remember that NPC's name, or let's say their tie-ins and stuff like that. We'll just uh, you know rather than having to study the previous sessions, of course, we'll be able to just kind of chalk that up when the confusion arises, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I intend to have a dramatis personae um, on the tokens page. Anything that pops up is going to be on the token layer. You'll be able to see, and they're working on the map pins and handouts, which is really cool. And then they also upgraded the uh, tooltips when you hover over a token. So we'll be using those so that you can at a glance see all of the characters that we've worked on. Um, that's as much for you guys, as much for me as it is for you guys because of we each have about 3 to 7 NPCs to introduce. So these
Right.
prologue
Yeah.
has been a lot of fun, but I'm like, wait, is Aaron? Oh yeah, is over here, and Traylon or Treyarn is over here. It's not Traylon, it's Treyarn. So I love this game.
Okay. All right. That answers the question.
Heck yeah. Okay, so we're at the Switchblade. It's late afternoon. You know what? Let's go say mid afternoon. Your morning has been typical, um, slow, I guess, if you're typically busy, but otherwise, a normal day. What does your morning and into, let's say, like into your lunch and then getting back to work? What does that look like to Sorn and Gordon?
All right. So morning is always about pulling up the order manifests and looking at what needs to get pumped out today, what needs to get done, and getting all the materials necessary. If he has to do a trip to the market, it's not too far. He does a quick jaunt over, um, gets gets his petty cash from from oh God, what's the name again? From his uncle, and basically goes to the market and gets it all ready. Most of the morning is prep, and then the afternoon is busting out the actual hard work.
You said we're good at furniture store. That's how it was. We put everything together in the morning, and then in the afternoons, runs.
Nice.
Okay. What has been the situation today now that you've come back from lunch? It was a nice lunch. You come back, you're feeling great. And then there's an incident right after lunch. it causes tension between you and Gordon, maybe with a customer. Do you have any idea what that might have been?
Um, Tension between him and a customer. Generally delayed orders. You know, they needed it yesterday. We're working on it today, and they're pissed off about it.
Okay. So we'll role play that a little bit, see how you feel about that, and maybe Gordon comes in. I'm interested to see how that interaction is. So let's see. I asked for these blades. I ordered them 3 weeks ago. You said they'd be ready yesterday. They're not ready today. What's going on?
Oh, I apologize, Gordon. He takes on more than he can do. But listen, I'm going as fast as I can. If you want, we can give you a bit of a deal. Same as always. Just talk to Gordon about it. If he's giving you a hard time, you know, deal with him for the majority of it. But I'll do my best. I'll put these in so that they're done early afternoon. How does that sound?
That sounds like I'm gonna have your guild license by the end of the day. Fine, whatever. I'll go to Gordon and see what we can work out. But man, I'm never gonna come here. I'm gonna start going to Black Iron Blades. Yeah, you just watch me.
Oh, I would love that. And I kind of roll my eyes and kind of delight at the idea that there'd be less orders than there typically is.
Go somewhere else. Well,
I
have
I
fun.
kind of point him, I kind of shuffle him, like look at him and give him a bit of a hand wave and tell him, go to the front. I'm busy. If you want these, they're coming, but give me an hour or two.
Okay. So he seems upset, but what is he gonna do? He needs this order for his business, so I'm gonna go talk to Gordon. Waits around and all that. You get that settled. You get his order out, and later Gordon comes to you, says, "Boy, boy, I told you, you're gonna have to do better now. I cannot believe that I had to listen to that man for so long. You know what he said to me?" And he just goes on and on and on and lets out all that frustration out on you. That is not probably typical. Like maybe he's rough, but like today there is something wrong, and his only outlet is you. He says, "You know what? Just I want you to go back to work. Get out of here."
I kind of sigh, mm, and I kind of look at him and I try to see his demeanor. Is does he seem nervous or does he seem more upset? Is he
All right. What is your insight modifier?
+0?
Okay. You're pretty sure that yeah, he seems upset, bothered. You're not sure if it's fearful or if he's just overwhelmed. But he does have kind of a twitchiness to him that he doesn't normally have. It's jumpy.
He's okay. Oh, listen. All right. I'm gonna knock out this. Get it done faster for you. You seem to be having a bit of a rough day here. You want to talk about it, or you want me to get to work?
Boy, I just said get to work. I ain't gonna talk about nothing with you. Boy, I don't even know why I
I
took you in.
I roll my eyes at him and I just kind of storm out of the room, slam the door behind me, and just bury myself in my work.
All right. You hear him banging around, just forcefully putting objects away for a few minutes. Then he calms down, or seems to go quiet at least. All right. You start doing
I,
that. Some people come into the shop, and okay. There are several customers in the shop looking around. You see a regular. He's a bit of a collector. His name is Fled Nanders. And let me. I love names. Okay. Oh, it's refreshing. Anyway, so his name is Fled Nanders. He's an old halfling. Seems always to be in a hurry. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. But then, I'm late. I'm late. But then he spends a lot of time fussing and hemming and hawing over the price. And does he like that? He always ends up spending way more time at the shop than he had intended, of course. Comes up and he says, "Hey, how you doing, son?"
Same as always. Same as always. Gordon's gonna cut my head off though if I don't get these orders processed today. What can I do for you?
Uh, well, yikes. I mean, if Gordon's giving you a hard time, I hate to ask, but I gotta ask for you to go in the back, and he's holding something for me. I was hoping that you could go grab that real quick.
What am I looking for?
Uh, well, it's best you just ask him. Not sure what how he packaged it, but it shouldn't be bigger than a loaf of bread.
Okay. And I'm assuming and I've dealt with this guy many times before. Nothing seems out of the normal here.
Sometimes he has special orders, but this time it's weird that like you can't just go back and get it. It would be like, oh yeah, this is for Fled. But today he's like, yeah, this is special. I need to get it directly from him. It's not like on the shelf saying reserved.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, I don't think too much about it. I feel like I'm kind of just trying to juggle so many things at once, and I kind of storm into where Gordon's at, and I like knock as I walk in, basically, and just say, "Ned's looking for you again. You got something for him?"
And he goes, oh yeah, listen, and just this is all going on as he hands you the package, looks for it, rummages through the drawer in his desk, makes a show of it a little bit, like it's in the middle drawer, and he looks there first, and then he goes and looks at all the side drawers, and then he goes back to the middle drawer. Oh, and there it is. All that going on while he says, "Well, boy, I'm sorry, I lost my temper. Listen, I'm just under a lot of stress." And then he goes to the side drawers and he says, uh, "So, uh, so Fled came by, right? Yeah. Uh, and he makes a fuss of going through it, and then he finally picks up the package, and let's see, it's about the size of a man's hand, maybe a little longer, but not as wide. So it's kind of I don't know, like the size of a small personal sub sandwich. So wrapped up in paper with twine, and it says NF or FN rather, Flatlanders. He says, "Well, here you go, boy. Go ahead, and give this to him."
I give him a bit of a smile, acknowledging, the apology, and kind of bow my head down a little bit as he was saying it, and I kind of reach out to grab it and lift an eyebrow, and I go, "What is this, anyways?"
Well, what it is my business. Now, go on before I get angry again.
I grab the package and make my way back to Fled Nanders.
All right. You feel Gordon's eyes on you as you leave the room, and you're not sure if he's smiling or frowning. But as you leave, the door closes behind you before you can turn around and look. You go back out, and the shop is busier than it's been all day. There's a bunch of people. A pair of elves look like they're shopping for a nice sword. There seems to be a Kenko in there hanging out. An orc looking for a shield, that sort of thing. And what's your passive perception?
14.
All right. You notice that the Kenku is looking at Fled just a little bit, interested in what's going on with you in the package, more than seems to be what's interested in the store. Oh, yeah,
I
so.
kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, keep going.
I was just going to say, as you walk over to Fled, or he sees you walking back, and as this happens, the Kenku like goes around, turns around, and starts like being really interested in this shelf of scabbards. He says, "Oh, thank you. Hey, listen." As he walks up to you, not even waiting for you to get across the store, and he says, "Oh, thank you. Hey, I gotta get going, but hey, I'll see you later, okay?" And if you'll allow it, he'll take the package from your hands and head out the door.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, I hand him the package, and but I'm keeping an eye on the kank. Sorry, what's the other guy? You said a kankle?
Kenku.
Kanku. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's one of the crow people. Actually, I have art, which is why I went back over to this page. Okay, so first we have Gordon, and we have Fled.
I'm on the splash page here, though, right? So this
Oh,
is
that's why that's not working. Okay, thank you. They need a little thing like a red button at the corner that says players are on a different page.
hmm,
Okay, let's try this again. Gordon. There we
yeah.
go.
There we go.
All right. Fled minus the hands and feet. I think that's old grandpa. And this is a Kenku. They
Gotcha,
are
gotcha.
crow, raven, corvid types that are cursed. They can only, like as a people, they're cursed. They can only speak in what they've heard. They're parrots. They can literally only parrot back what they've heard uh, in that exact same voice. So it's very hard to tell when a Kenku is talking is like whether it's this one or that one because a Kenku can sound like a number of people, noises, sound effects.
Gotcha. I do want to see if I can if I can put an eye on him and find like a distinguishing feature. And usually Sorn would be looking for like if he's got a dagger, a short sword. He's always interested in kind of the gear people are wearing, and that's how he helps identify them, less so in their faces.
Okay, this guy is, well, I imagine in a weapon shop in Waterdeep. Wouldn't want to come too armed, but it wouldn't be weird to be wearing arms at all. He is unarmed. Doesn't seem to have anything other than his body, his clothes, maybe his wallet, and that kind of thing, but nothing dangerous, it seems.
And I mean, not so much dangerous, but maybe like blue shoes or something to identify him
Oh,
from, other
okay.
Kenkus in the future.
As far as what he's wearing, he does have what looks like a homemade knit vest. It looks like it was knit by a beginner. There are drop stitches and holes, and the zigzag doesn't quite work the right way. Uh, but
Okay.
it's not like ratty or old. It's just poorly made.
Okay. And so yeah, I hand the package over, like I said, giving the Kenku a bit of a glance because it does seem, and I kind of just lift an eyebrow and look at Fled and go, "See with you."
That goes, oh, who? Oh, no, I don't know that guy. And at that point,
Oh, sorry,
what was that?
I say sorry, my mistake, and I kind of shake my head.
Oh, he says, oh, no worries. Hey, it's small in here. I get that. And as you do this, you notice that the Kenku suddenly like leaves the store because he notices that he's been noticed.
Okay. I did it seem rushed, hurried? Did it seem kind of odd behavior? I guess.
Um, odd, yeah. I guess like it's pretty much what it seemed. He got caught watching somebody, following somebody, and
Yeah.
so he skedaddled.
I'll look to Fled and just and as I'm kind of handing him the package, put a hand on his shoulder and just kind of walk him out. Probably having done this before, having to shoo this man out of the store many times for overstaying his welcome, and try to see if I can kind of casually just glimpse in the direction that the Kenku goes.
All right. So as you watch the Keiko, he goes. So Fled has to turn left to get back to his business, and the Kinku has gone right. So as the Kinku goes right, and you're watching out, Fled goes, "Oh, what's this? What's this all about?"
Oh, nothing. Just getting some fresh air. It's a beautiful day outside.
Okay, Sonny. Hey, sorry I asked. Don't mean to pry. Anyway, so we'll see you later, eh? All right. Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, he's already gone. He's like in a hurry. He's just trying to be as polite as he can. How he was raised.
Um, and so I look in the shop. Is there anybody else, or is the shop empty right now?
There's several customers, but none of them are doing anything suspicious or out of the ordinary. In fact, the elven couple that was looking for a sword is up at the register, having found one. And the guy who's looking for shields, the orc, also is waiting at the counter to be checked out.
Okay. I kind of walk back into the shop, give a knock on Gordon's desk, and just say, "Hey, we got a couple people. We got a couple people looking to buy some stuff. I gotta run to the market. I'll be right back." And I kind of shuffle my way out quickly, as I've done a thousand other times. And it's just kind of walk down the street and see if I can see which way the Kenku went.
Okay. Please make perception check to see if you can catch him as he tries to go into the crowd. Do you have anything you'd like to try to boost that with?
I mean, I have a heroic inspiration, but that's it. So, let's roll with the dice.
Okay. So you see several Kinku, uh, and none of them are wearing what that guy was wearing, at least from the back, which would you would not be able to identify that fast. Several coats. So either the guy put on a coat, or this is a different one. But there's one buying fruit. There's one um, walking, uh, just walking. It seems. And then there's another one carrying a messenger bag, seeming to want to go fast in and out between the people trying to deliver this message. But you didn't see a messenger bag or anybody walking or any fruit bags before.
Okay. Um, I I approach one of the other Kenkus, kind of nearby, and just ask him, did you did you happen to see one of your kind go into the store? I'm just looking for a friend.
No, hey, you children, get out of here! Get out of here! Go! Get out of here! Go! He
Hmm,
says.
damn Kenkus. um,
I love playing
I
Kenku.
yeah. Yeah, I look 'em up and down, and I just kind of drop my shoulders and sigh, of it feeling kind of discouraged that I'm gonna get any information out of them, and keep walking down the street a little bit, and just maybe go for a bit of a stroll and see if I can find anything else that leads me to the Kenku I saw earlier.
Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and please make an investigation check as you are walking through the crowd. looking for clues as to which one it may be. Okay, much better.
We're rolling today.
All right. You are absolutely sure that this person has gone into a decrepit old building that you know to be the headquarters, or okay, you know to be one of the fronts of the Xanathar's Guild crime syndicate. Xanathar is a beholder that lives beneath the city and runs a criminal organization. And this is well known to be the greatest, one of the best, excuse me, it's well known to be one of the worst held secrets that this is one of the fronts.
Got it.
Like street
And
children out
would
front,
would
all
I
of
have
that.
much experience dealing with people like that? Of seeing as like this place isn't so far away, is it kind of uncommon to see these people coming into my shop?
Um, let's say that no more Xanathar's guild members come in than any other group. It's not like they've come in and been like, "Oh yeah, we're going to give you guys custom." But you have once in a while dealt with somebody from the Xanathar's guild, but it's more because you guys are so high quality rather than any criminal deeds.
Gotcha. Um, I would be reluctant. My character would be reluctant to follow him in there. So what I might do is just kind of hang back, hang out to a spot where I can see the entrance without being obvious about it, and kind of finding a nice little spot in the shade and seeing if anything transpires over the next little while.
Okay. You are expected back at work. Would you like to continue to do this way?
And exactly, I'll do that. I'll do this for my character might do this for half an hour at most. It's a breath of fresh air, but then I think after if too much time goes by, he's gonna have the ticking in his brain to be like, I got to get back to the shop. Well, I don't know what hunch I was following here, but maybe I was just looking for an excuse to leave today.
All right. Let's see. If we go high, it means so. Okay, go ahead and roll a d12. All right, that is on the lower side. Okay, so you wait for a while. Two or three people come in and out of there, but none of them are a Kenku. But you do notice that it's kind of busy right now. The whole point of this place
Interesting.
is that it looks decrepit and abandoned. So once in a while somebody will go in, especially the street urchins and such. But yeah, kind of busy today.
Um, and okay, with that, and yeah, I think I think Sorn at this point would probably be feeling feeling a little unsure as to why he even made it this far out, and yeah, make his way back to the shop and plug away at some work.
Right. Excuse me, sorry, my headphone fell out. When you get back to the shop, Gordon is upset. Boy, I told you to get to work and you just leave. You know how busy I've been all afternoon? As you come in as he's like flipping the open to close sign, as it is just about end of day.
Yeah, yeah. I just yeah, it's just another one of those days. Listen, I'll get some of tomorrow's orders in tonight as well. I'll pick it up. Um, sorry about that. The
Yeah, you better, boy.
and I kind of changed the topic to him, and I kind of look over and I say, you know that old decrepit place down on whatever street there, you know what is that? And I kind of play dumb. What is that
Ooh.
place?
Please make a deception check. Nice. Okay. Says, what do you want? What do you want to know about that for? Why bring that up? I said we got work and you're talking about some place. Why?
I could have swore I saw a guy thinking of taking something until I caught him, and then I saw him walk that way and into that building, and then quite a
What do you
few
look
others
like?
going to that building.
Stop. What do you look
One of
like? What do you
those
look like?
one of those bird people, the Kenku.
The color drains from his face, and he says, "Did he ask for me?"
Hmm. No, should he have? What's going
No,
on?
no. I just there was a, I got special orders back here. Oh no, that's the wrong accent. I got special orders back here. That's all. Anyway, you know what? Speaking of special orders, I got something for you to drop off. I need you to go down to, and just at that moment, he had done open to close, but forgot to close the door when you came in or lock the door. You hear the ring of the bell at the door, and you turn around and you see Trainer.
Oh, oh, what a day to stop by. Good to see you, Trern.
You
And I
too,
kind of
man.
hold a finger up. I hold a finger up to Gordon. I say, I know, and I'm not going drinking tonight.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm not here for you drinking. I'm here on official business, friend. Unfortunately, Mr. Gordon, Mr. Tisk, I'm gonna have to borrow him again. He seems really nervous in front of Gordon. I'm gonna have to borrow him again because Magistrate Pule sent me to get him. Uh, is that okay? Gordon says, "Is that okay? Do I have a choice, boy?" Uh, Not really, sir. It's at the magistrate's orders. All right, then. Before you leave, I want you to take this. When you're done with that Pule business, I want you to take this down to. I cannot. I want you to take this down to the Skewered Dragon. You know the Skewered Dragon. It's kind of a rowdy place. I want you to give it to bartender. And he pulls out a package, and it seems to be the length of a short sword, the width of a short sword. Seems to be a short sword, but it is wrapped up thicker than usual, more protected than usual. Usually, a short sword made of steel or whatever would not require padding, but it is padded the way that glass would be. He says, "I want you to be extra
Okay.
careful, but I need you to drop that off."
Yeah, I can do that. And I look at Trern and I say, "Yep, just give me 1 second." And I kind of go into the back, grab my standard kind of going out gear. My dagger, short sword, kind of my cloak, just to kind of keep those somewhat hidden, and as if I'm heading out for the evening. And look at Gordon and grab it, go to grab it from his hands.
Okay.
Does it feel and weigh like a short sword would?
It is super light, lighter than glass, even if it were to be short sword shape and size. It feels almost like just a bunch of paper or cloth, rather.
I kind of lift an eyebrow to Gordon and put myself in between him and Trern, with my back to Trern, and I kind of like lift an eyebrow and kind of start peeking under the thing, and I go, "What do we got here?"
Boy, if I catch you looking at that, or if I find out you opened it, boy, you're gonna wish I never took you in.
Well, you should have said so. And I kind of turn to Trern and I say, "All right, let's go see Puel, but then I gotta do a stop at the Skewer Dragon. It sounds like." And I kind of roll my eyes at him and kind of in a mocking way to Gordon.
And then you gotta pick up your missed work, boy. Don't forget that.
My what? Sorry.
Your missed work, the work you missed,
Yeah.
you gotta make it up.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. Oh yeah. There's that too. Okay. Fuel, delivery, work. Sounds like I got my night cut out for me.
Yeah. All right, now get hurrying so you can get back.
And I look at Trern and I say, "All right, after you."
All right, let's go, friend. You're walking down the street, and he asks, "So, what was all that about? He seems grumpier than usual."
Yeah, he's I don't know. There's something going on with him. I maybe if it's more of the same. Maybe he's just getting old. Hell if I know.
Well, that's all right. You got me. I've always been there for you, and I always will be.
Yeah,
Uh,
and if we get this done quickly, there might be time for a drink later. Just don't tell Gordon.
oh yeah, I won't. Remember that time we met? And how was it that you met Tran?
Drinking at a tavern. They're drinking buddies, so it's always been kind of a drinking thing. Um, and that yeah, their relationship is really just if one of them's had a really hard day, the other one buys the beer, and it's always been a good relationship that way.
Was there anything memorable? Excuse me. Was there anything memorable about that first night, or just you two got along?
We just got along. I don't have
Okay.
anything that comes to mind.
Okay. All right. He says, "Well, you know, back to the case. Things are getting weird. City seems so. It's been a warm summer. We're about mid-June. Today's a Tuesday, in the third week of the month, and it's hotter than usual. People are on edge. Hot time, summer in the city, etc., etc." He says, "Well, you know what? I'm sorry to have to pull you into this, but we're the person we had to call. You'll see when we get there. It's you. You know, I think it might be
Hmm.
gang trouble, but we wanted to be sure. Now, I know that Gordon was upset today, but so is Peel. So don't get clever in front of the magistrate."
Yeah, I wouldn't dare to think it. The has somebody been murdered?
Oh, you know it.
Hmm.
And then, like, kind of casually, and like, it's his day to day. He goes, "So, are you going to the festival on Friday?"
I was thinking about it. Yeah. The depends on work orders. If anything, if every day's like today, I'm probably not getting a I'm probably gonna be working all weekend.
Oh, no, man, we gotta go. It's the mask festival.
I kind of perk up and realize, oh right. It's like, okay, well, you're not wrong. There's always time to go out in that case. But it'll be late.
How do you think we're gonna get in this year? He starts talking about like all the crazy things you guys have done over the last few years to get into the festival. Uh, it's like kind of a common thing that a lot of people buy tickets, but then a lot of people try to sneak in and try to get past the guard as like a religious type of thing for them.
Love it.
Yeah.
So where are we going? And I kind of inquire as to which direction in the city we're heading to.
We're actually going right here. Uh, right here. And let me get to the part of the map where it is. Is that it? Yes. Okay. It is over here. It was on Thunderstaff Way and Cooper Street on the corner, right there. I'm gonna place a
Okay.
pin. Place pin. Okay. Murder scene. Sorry, just getting used to the pins. I haven't used them much before. Murder scene. Oh, I like this. Okay, perfect. One
Yeah, the
sec.
pins are cool.
I'm a little stuffed up. Luckily, I'm not dying anymore, but still congested. Okay.
It's that time of year. Spring will get you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was chased by a cloud of pollen. Like it was out for me. Okay, so we arrive at the scene of the crime. It's kind of, the nicer part of town. Maybe like the nicer part of town that's going downhill a little bit. Not as nice as it once was, or no longer the nicest sort of thing. All right. So you get to the murder scene, and you see uh, two dead Kenku, three dead halflings, and then one of those halflings who you saw just an hour ago is fled Anders.
Oh, interesting.
The scene is fresh. The reason it was investigated so quickly is because the guards were right here, and a bystander happened to be walking by, it seems. So yeah, it's not too long after he was killed, it seems. That Mrs. Windle over there. You see this little old lady with her walker. Hi. Well, Mrs. Windle over there found the body and kind of alerted the rest of the people to go get the guards. And I just happened to be there on shift.
And is Puel there as well?
Puel is there. He's talking with the mayor, who is, let me see, Illustrial runs the city. I don't remember the name of the mayor that I made up, but it is one of Illustrial's underlings. Basically, the one in charge of the day-to-day running of the city.
Okay. As I approach, I guess I kind of bow my head down, my lords.
He turns around and says, "Oh, you? Finally, we've been needing some help." And he turns and he says, "What do you make of this?" Look at the scene, and I would like you to please make two investigation checks. First
Two
to
separate
see,
ones.
yes. The
Okay.
first to see if you can understand what is going on right now, and then the second one to see if you can figure out how it happened.
All right. Here we go. Number one.
All right. The situation
It's
right
funny. The
now,
dice that I'm seeing on the dice that I see on D&D Beyond are not the same dice rolling on Roll20, which is kind of annoying. But
it is. It's been messed up for a couple of weeks. The
oh,
Beyond
it
20
has. Okay.
plugin is just run by this coder guy. It's not like official or anything. So when one of the websites updates their code, he has to go in and fix it. And there have been a lot of updates, so he's just behind.
Got it. Okay, it's not just me, because I swear it used to be the same. So, okay, anyway, so there's number one, and here's number two.
Okay. Ooh, 15. 9 and 15. Okay. So they're dead. and it takes you a second to figure out exactly what happened. But as you spend maybe 45 minutes, so at this point the sun is behind the skyline, but not behind the horizon. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, behind the skyline, but not behind the horizon yet. And you see that what happened is near one body, under some debris, you notice the pommel. The first thing that sticks out to you, there's many things, is that you notice the pommel of an iconic dagger you recognize as having been on the hip of the person you raced on the rooftops that night. It has a pommel that ends in the holy symbol of mask. Ornate, and seems to be quite beautiful, quite valuable, quite well made. Mastercraft, one might call it.
Okay. Um, and so yeah, as I kind of looking at the scene, I keep reiterating to both the magister and the mayor, like, listen, I'm not a detective. I can tell you I can help in certain ways, but I look for another weapon that I might be able to identify. I'm a little reluctant to to disclose the information that I just learned about that dagger, just until I have a better understanding of the situation.
Okay. So what do you share?
So is there like another like, is there another weapon, or like, if there's a bunch of deaths but there's only one murder weapon, is there
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah, I'm so
does it look
sorry.
like they were all done with the same weapon, or
Yeah, so that was what you saw with the 9, and then with the 15, as you deduce what goes on, everybody else has their weapons, but this is just one that sticks out, and you're like, I, just like last time, actually, with the Calimport guy, this echo comes back to you, and you almost for a moment, you have deja vu. Eerie. It's weird. But you learn that, well, of course, after leaving the Switchblade, Fled was likely followed. Probably that Kenku followed around or let others in the network. None of these three dead are that Kenku. Apparently, they moved on this guy. Somebody else, this guy and the group that was with him, because there's, what did I say, two dead halflings? Sorry, two dead Kenku and three dead halflings, including Fled. So the Kenku moved on the halflings. 2 and 3 were the casualties. Fled is dead, uh, but not the Kenku that we met. Somebody else got involved with that dagger. Is it your masked friend? That
okay?
person seemed to have escaped during the chaos, but lost the dagger. Unfortunately, you were not
So
able to deduce what that person was doing here or how they were involved because none of the murder wounds seem to match that dagger's particular shape.
okay. So I share that information with the mayor, Chern, and Magistrate Pule, and whoever else is around. Of course, so you know number one, this dead halfling, and I point to Ned Flanders, not Ned Flanders, but Fed Landers, or whatever his name was. Was it Ned Flanders?
Fled, fled like he's gone. Fled Nanders.
Fled Nanders, and I say, you know, he was in my shop maybe uh 20-30 minutes before this, so I'm led to believe he came directly from the shop to where he died here. And
Interesting. What was he doing in the shop?
He was picking up a package.
What was in this package?
I don't know.
You, you don't know what was in the package?
This was not a package I had prepared, but I could get that information for you.
Who prepared it?
But what I can tell you as well is now it's starting to make a bit of sense. There was a Kenku in the shop who seemed a bit off, and now he's not amongst the bodies here, but somehow there's a tie-in between Ned Fled and these Kenkus. I don't quite know yet. And lastly, I kind of I grab the dagger and hold it, and I go, I don't recognize this weapon. However, I could cross-reference this with some of the things I have in my shop to see if I can come up with any answers for you.
Hmm. Well, I tell you what, tonight you're gonna have to come in. No, no, no. You're gonna have to come in and make a statement, but as the evening is falling, we'll have you come in tomorrow. Now, you said that who prepared this package?
That would be the shop owner, Gordon. You've met him. He didn't say much. It's been a
Interesting.
busy day.
Interesting. Maybe we'll make a stop over there. Mention
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
mention that you helped us out. What leading us to this clue?
Is it okay if I hold on to this and I kind of wave the dagger until such time where, I have more information?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, as they are not liking that you want to hold on to evidence, but you are the expert that they're going to go to ask about it anyway. All right. You may hold on to it for the purposes of forensics. You may use it to find clues, but if we find that it has been used in another murder, you shall be responsible.
Hmm. Understood. And I look around and do kind of bow my head down to the bodies and say a little prayer, say a prayer to mask under my breath, just to rest their to bless their souls. And I look over to Magistrate Puel and I say, um, I'll come in tomorrow for the statement. Is there anything else you need?
There's nothing else we need, but if there is, we'll ask you. And again, you're coming in tomorrow for your statement. I'll have Treyon pick you up. And my bad, this is Treyon.
That sounds good. I can also inquire about the details of the package. And I kind of look about. Is there any? I take it I don't see the package amongst the crime scene.
You do not. It
Yeah.
is
Okay.
missing.
And yeah, that then I kind of I prepare to take my leave, and unless they have any more need of me.
Okay, perfect. Uh, let's see. Pule says, well, see you later. And listen, if something in that scene mattered to you personally, be sure that it does not become a problem later. I noticed that you seem particularly interested in that dagger. Better not become my problem.
I feel like I've seen this before. I just can't put my finger on it. So I do want to look at some items in the shop. I'll have it back for you tomorrow.
Okay.
And I look at Trern and I kind of give him a little bit of a smile and look at Magistrate. I goes, Trern joining me this evening, or is he off duty this evening, or is he still working?
Train will be off later around the time that you will be out drinking. But for right
Okay.
now, you are to deliver the package and then head back to work.
I triple check eyes on the package that I've been lugging around carefully and start making my way to the Skewer Dragon.
Okay. All right, give me just one moment. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this dagger is nice. You're looking over it. You're thinking about that night. Tell me a bit about that night, that race. You lost. Were you like behind from the beginning? What was the meeting like before you were challenged? Tell me about that night.
Oh, so yeah, I was it was a night where I'd just kind of been very frustrated, kind of had enough working the shop, doing a lot of kind of like thinking just on a rooftop, thinking that I was very well hidden from the world and kind of just perched atop a big, a tall building, kind of tested myself to get up there and felt relieved and just kind of was hanging out for a moment. But this guy found me like I was just hiding in broad daylight basically, and we had a short conversation just kind of about what I'm doing up there, and I was just being kind of candid, life life issues and so on. And then but like clearly in awe at the fact that this person just moved around so nimbly and was and found me so easily. Like that was very, very surprising. um when he'd suggested the race, it was something to take my mind off things, and I jumped to the opportunity. And within like 2 blocks, I looked down at my footwork and I looked back up, and he had just disappeared. He was either way too fast or way too stealthy. Maybe he just gave up on the race. I just never knew, never saw him again, and assumed that I hadn't won.
Okay. As you are thinking about that, you hear the loud yelp, angry of this creature, and it is being ridden by this creature who is yelling out a war cry. And Discord blocks that off. Okay.
I missed the war cry.
Yeah. It's like sound effects are like half of what I do, and Discord cuts out about half of those.
Oh no.
So, I will need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
The- There we go. Did that the last time. Okay. It's having a problem connected to the token. All right. And what was
You
your?
got the roll there, right? I'm not too sure why it didn't register. I had the token selected. That's weird.
It's probably part of the update needs. All right. She got a 23. It got a 12. Oh, no, it got an 18 because we're going to go on the same turn because the mountain. Okay, my bad. You got a 23. Very good. Okay, so they're running at you full speed, which is about 40 feet per round. All right, and we won't worry
Okay.
about rounds. We'll just use that. What would you care to try?
Okay. How tall are these buildings around me?
They are between 10 and 20 feet. The smaller ones are 10, and the larger ones are 20. 1 to 2
Okay.
stories.
I will attempt to climb to the top of. How do I ping on this one?
You hold your clicker down.
I'll attempt to climb as my action to get to the top of this one.
You can use movement. If you're climbing
Yeah.
and it's easily climbable, it's just double movement. So if it's you want to go up 10, it just costs you 20 feet of movement.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, 20 feet of movement. And I guess as bonus, I'm going to draw a bow and I'm going to loose an arrow. And I'm aiming for uh, the rider.
Okay.
Just got to equip that. Actions.
As you climb up there, the dagger falls from your pocket and lands on the ground. A 22 will hit, and you're shooting at the rider, you said.
The rider, yep.
Okay. All right, a 22 certainly hits. All right, for 4.
I don't know why it automatically goes to the sneak attack. Sorry, I got to figure that part out. I'm not too sure.
That's all right. It's part of the D and
That
D Beyond. It's just how D and D Beyond rolls, even in its own roller. So you just have to. We just have to parse out the number. It's not
Gotcha.
too big of
Yeah.
a deal. Okay, so that is hurt. He doesn't like that. Is there anything else that you would like to try?
And I kind of I like yell at the top of my lungs basically to I guess I'm confused why I'm being charged by a goblin
Right,
on a warg in the middle of the city.
right.
I took a defensive action just like out of just kind of intuition. I guess it seemed aggressive and threatening enough, but obviously I'm very confused.
All right. You hear as its turn comes up. You hear, yeah, the boss wants what the halfling bought. Come on. And this guy runs up to underneath the. Sorry, bring to front. Runs to be underneath the roof. Not that far right now. And we will have him shoot at you with its short bow. All right, that will certainly miss as a critical fail.
Hey, all right.
All right. So he has said the boss wants what the halfling bought. Hand it over, crafter. All right, the warg is going to hold an action to attack if it gets within 5 feet of you. What would you care to do?
Sorry, the warg is.
Holding an
You cut out for
action.
a second there.
If sorry about that, the warg is going to hold an action. Right now, you're 10 feet up and 15 feet away. So you're like 20 feet. And it is going to hold an action until you're within 5. It's like getting ready to attack you, but the goblin didn't have it run all the way up.
Gotcha. I will. I'll attempt on my. Let me think about this. I'll I'll yell out, "I don't have it!" And basically hold an action as well. I'll hold an action to loose an arrow on the goblin if there's going to be further aggression.
All right. The goblin fires, and then so it fires, and then you fire. So it fires off with a miss, and you use your reaction to fire. All right, that will hit. Okay, for
Big one.
7. Likely story. Oh, not minus 71. So plus 64. All right, likely story, he says as the arrow shoots right into his side. And you can tell that he's having trouble breathing. But the boss said it was you. Yeah. All right, the warg jumps up and is going to use all of its movement to jump up onto the roof to make an acrobatics check to see if it can stay up there. Goblin is atop it. It cannot. It falls back down. And the goblin takes 1 damage. All right. Not doing so well, trying to get you. That was your held action. All right, we won't worry about what it is, but they just went, so now it is your turn.
Um, is Goblin prone or
No. It's like his
no?
mount
Okay,
tried to like scramble up the roof and then like kind of fell back down, so he's still in the saddle.
gotcha. Yeah, let's put another arrow in him. I'm gonna roll for another short bow attack.
12, unfortunately, will miss the shield. Miss because of his shield. Goes thump right into it.
And then with my movement, I will let's see. So how tall is the how much of a gap is it? It's like 10 feet over to this one, which is and it's 20 feet up.
Yeah, so you went to go pick up the dagger, or are you still on the roof?
I'm still on the roof, so I'm 10 feet up here on this
Okay.
roof, I guess technically.
All right, so 10 over 10 up is 1 square root of 2. So that'd be like 12, 11 feet. Somewhere like 12 to 11 feet.
And so I guess that's what I'll try and do is I'll try and get up to the higher roof.
Okay,
So
it's
this would
14
be
feet.
it's 14 feet. So or wait, is it 10 down, 10 down, 10 across, that's 20, and then 20 up? Or
You want to
can I
jump across 10 feet because if your strength is 10, you can jump up to your strength. And
yeah.
so you're just jumping, or it's 15 feet. If you jump from here, you don't have to go down and do all of that math. You can use the hypotenuse
Yeah.
and just jump.
Let's do the jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can easily jump 15 feet with your stats.
And I'll make it to the top of this roof with for a higher vantage. And so that's action movement. I'm done there.
Okay. When you do that, he
And
calls for. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I kind of laugh at them mockingly since they're failing miserably to succeed in their.
All right. You notice that there is another one waiting up here on the roof as this guy calls for help. So now we'll be running initiative. Okay. So you crawl up. This guy, you notice, is up there. The goblin warrior here. And I'm going to delete the war. The goblin warrior is going to try to fire at you. You'll have cover. 16 and a 14 after cover. What's your AC?
15.
Okay, so your effective AC is 17 and it rolled a 16. So it gets close to you, but like dunk right into the Rooftop angle right next to your face. Got pretty close. The warg can't do anything. And so the other goblin warrior is going to come over here, falling over, and try to get you with a scimitar. Unfortunately, that misses as well. They are inept. All right, so this one here is like right on the center, leg on the left, leg on the right, right balanced over the top of the roof where the angle is. What would you care to do being in a similar position?
In slightly over my head here. I'm going to draw. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the short sword, drop the bow, draw the short sword, and go for an attack on the goblin warrior right next to me.
Okay.
And that is a natural 20.
Nice. All right, that's this guy. So what does that look like as you stab this guy to death with your short sword?
So he comes at me and he swings and just kind of misses wildly, and I like throw the bow up in front of myself, and that kind of is what distracts him enough to like look up as I draw the short sword and just go for a stab like right in his chest.
Okay. Nice. As you do that, you have the short sword there. Oh yeah, that totally murders him to death. You notice that the dagger has returned to your side and is in the short sword sheath, not quite fitting very well.
Interesting. Um okay, and then what I'll do is move to kind of position myself so I'm hidden from. I'm not like if I'm on this side of the roof, am I kind of not no longer in line of sight from the warg and the other rider?
Yes, correct.
Gotcha. And then I'll kind of well, I guess actually I can move all the way. I'll make it all the way over to this side where the other goblin warrior originally came.
Okay. Uh,
And yeah, that's very interesting. Okay.
all right. So Goblin Warrior goes to pick up his buddy, and then dash off into the street, running. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As you have chased them off.
Whew. And okay. Um if the area feels clear of danger, I'm going. First thing I'm going to do is uh, run over to the goblin and see if there's like, is he wearing banners? Is there anything identifiable about this guy?
Oh, he got taken away by his friend.
Oh, he got taken away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first thing I want to do is make myself hide away on the roof, take a breather, and look around, see if I notice anything else, any other goblins, anything in the vicinity that might be threatening.
No. They just tried to get you in a back alley. That was the entire strike force. They severely underestimated you.
I kind of mutter under my breath, "What the fuck?" And I um, double check to make sure that the package I'm holding is still properly secured to me and seem and in good and like in good shape. I don't look at it like I'm not unraveling it. I just want to make sure it's still protected.
It is absolutely.
And under my breath, I go, "Oh, thank God, Gordon would have killed me." Goblins, what the hell? And I kind of I start looking at the dagger and I give it a more of a more let's see here. This magic dagger gets 1 attack and damage rolls made, and it returns to the wielder's hand immediately after it's used to make a ranged attack. I love it. I kind of test it out. I just like huck it at like a spot on the roof, try to like pin a spot to like test its balance, see what it does, and kind of get a grasp for see if it comes back to me.
It certainly does.
Hey, very cool. I go pick up my bow and I kind of huck the dagger up in the air and catch it and just admire it. This is quite the cool dagger. Now, and my character starts thinking of a very he's thinking to himself, "There's no way I'm going to give this dagger up." But now I got to forge a look-alike, and I only have tonight to make it. And I kind of start feeling that pressure and the stress of that weighing on my shoulders. And immediately I go, I got to make this delivery, and I got to get back to the shop ASAP.
Okay. Very nice.
And so it was the Skewered Dragon. This is a tavern, right?
Yes, and we did determine a location for it.
And also, I'm kind of just going to use some prestidigitation while I'm on the roof, clean the blood off myself, just make myself. I don't want to draw any attention to myself.
Okay. I'm having trouble remembering where I put it. Oh, the skewered dragon is all the way down south. Oh, goodness. Now, we had used this.
Is the dagger of mask a standard item or is this custom?
It is a returning dagger.
Returning dagger. Okay. Let's see if I can.
All right, so it is all the way down south. In the dock ward next to the southern ward. And so you have quite a walk. Would you like
What
to? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I can get to the high road and flip a silver to like to get on a carriage and just kind of take a breather and feel hidden, that I think that's what I go for.
Nice. Okay. So you were not far from the murder scene. So yeah, like here, travel all the way down south. It's like 3 miles or so.
I'm still on the battle map. Just a heads up.
Okay. 1,500. Oh my goodness. It's almost 4.5 miles. Okay. So yeah, we start up top here. They go all the way down. There.
Oh yeah, we're going to the other side of town. All right.
All right, so 5 miles takes about an hour to get downtown. By this time, the sun is down. It is twilight, not quite perfectly dark yet, but almost. Okay, so you have an hour. What are you doing in the carriage during this hour, if anything in particular?
I'm organizing my thoughts. I'm trying to think of the package that was delivered, and I'm putting my mind to it. What it weighed, what I think it might be. Despite having very little information, I'm trying to think of if Gordon in the last few days had had been, you know, if this might be related to why he's so upset. It can't just be the heat in the city, and there must be something that ties these together. And I'm kind of just recounting events over the last day and a half to see if anything makes sense here.
Okay. Please make a history check and then an investigation check.
Okay. History and investigation.
All right. So you've heard stories about enchanted weapons that are very, very light, almost weightless. They are made out of mantine, or I'm so sorry, I get them mixed up. Mithril.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, and that would be probably the most likely thing for what this is.
And the package that was given to Fled and Anders is more so kind of where my thoughts were going.
Okay. Oh, the package for Fled. Okay.
That seems to
Within
be what has kind of set off this whole thing. Did I misunderstand? Was the goblin talking about the package I'm delivering, or the package that was given to Fled?
he wanted the package that was given to Fled, but you have the
Yeah.
package
Okay, that's
for
what I
the other
thought.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So my thoughts are around that package specifically.
Okay. You seem to remember that over the last several weeks, that not Oscar, Gordon has been acting more and more the way that you noticed him today. You realize it's not so sudden. You've just been so busy and at odds that you didn't really notice until you look back on it. You seem to recall him meeting with someone one day, a human. You don't quite remember what they look like. Maybe blonde hair, maybe light brown, something like that. And that person came in, went into Gordon's office with him, and they came out 2 hours later. And Gordon did not seem happy. The other person you remember walked out like he had just gotten one over on somebody or come out better in a deal. You had figured at the time that maybe he had haggled him down to a price that he didn't care for, but perhaps it may be something different.
Hmm. And so, yeah, this okay, and yeah. So I think to myself, basically, yeah, the I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to have a good chat with Gordon about this. And like, I'm pretty sure. I guess my character would be very shaken up. I don't think he's ever run into a goblin trying to kill him in the middle of the streets, and so this is quite the trauma for him.
Yeah, I bet. Okay. So that hour passes. It is now nighttime. Uh, the dinner crowd has left. The after dinner crowd is coming in. The fun crowd. And down here at the Skewered Dragon, again, it is Tuesday. So not the busiest night, but this place is pretty rowdy. So even on a Tuesday, you could go down there and have some fun, depending on your definition. Um, yeah. How do you feel being in a place like this? Think like it's not quite a roadhouse, not quite a dive, but it's got a loud clientele. They definitely have their
Feeling pretty,
share of repairs.
yeah, feeling comfortable amongst it. Sorn's definitely not a foreigner to loud taverns, and in fact, he's kind of feeling pretty good being in a crowd of people versus in a back alley by himself. Uh, so he's dropping his shoulders, feeling a little bit better, still rummaging a bunch of stuff through his head. He's as he walks into the tavern, he's definitely tucking away that dagger to make sure that it's not visible as much as possible, and basically getting the package ready. He in his mind, he's like, I don't have time to sit around for a drink right now. I've got to get this package delivered, and I got to get back to the Switchblade right away. And the kind of just sighing at the idea of spending another hour to get all the way back on the other side of town.
All right. All right. So you go in. You deliver to the bartender. He opens. He doesn't open it up. Rather, he goes back and puts it in the office. Comes back out and offers you a drink you've never seen before. It is yellow and smoking a little bit, and he says, "Tell Gordon it's on the house, and thank you."
And I kind of eyebrow up, look at the drink, look at him. What do we got here?
Consider it a token of my appreciation. Don't worry, it's nothing bad, I promise. I'll show you. He takes another one and drinks it himself, and you see a little bit of steam come out his ears. Woohoo! He says.
Um after the day he just had, blowing off a little steam does sound good, but there's that work. So Mike, Sorn's definitely torn.
Oh,
I
funny you
don't know what I'm
say
gonna do.
torn,
I'm
because as you realize that you're torn, in comes your buddy. Uh,
Trern.
Trern, yeah.
I well, if I ever needed help making a decision, seeing your face sealed the deal. And I kind of lift it up and start kicking it back.
Well, it looks like I came at just the right time. Hey, I'll take two. Yay. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, you got steam coming out your ears. What is this? And the other guy just says, we haven't named it yet. But, yeah, top shelf for sure.
Delicious. I slam it back down and look at Trern, and I kind of give him that look of self defeat, being like, I really can't be drinking tonight.
Well, that's all right. I get it. I get it. So, yeah,
But
go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
That was it. He was just going to say, yeah, I guess, but you really could just blow him off and say, screw you. What's he going to do? Kick you out? He can't run that business without you.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess there's always time for one more, but I'm going to sip this one. And then I kind of, you know, look out the window to see just how dark it's getting. At this point, is
Yeah,
it
it's past dark. You got here about 30 minutes after dark, and then you've
yeah,
been here for about 30 minutes more.
okay. But yeah, I kind of look to my right, tell him to pull up a stool and grab one of the two that he ordered.
Nice. Yeah, let me see. It's summertime in Waterdeep, so it's about 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Okay. Do you really just stay for one, or do you let loose and have some fun?
I I stay for one, but an idea comes to mind through the drinking, and this is it's the lazy way out of my problem. I'm thinking to myself. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have to make a statement tomorrow. I kind of like think of like the work that Gordon has set up for me, and I kind of push that to the side because some shit went down today, and there's more important things to think about. And specifically, my mind is on this dagger, and I want to keep this dagger. I don't want to have to give this back. And so, initially, I had thought maybe I can just craft a lookalike. They didn't get that good of a look at it. They wouldn't know any better. However, if it returns to me automatically, if I can figure out giving it back to them and then it disappears from them, well, that's their problem, not mine. And that so these are the thoughts going through my head as I'm kind of having another drink, and I'm thinking to myself, I think I need to test this outside in the dark a couple times to see if I can find a way to leave it somewhere for a time and make it reappear back in my sheath after a period of time.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check, if you would, please, as you're thinking about the magic. And you know a little bit about magic items, being a weapons crafter. Yeah. That idea that you go through, you don't think of anything more. You don't think of anything that might help you or hinder you about that plan.
And so I kind of through the alcohol confidence, I think to myself, I think, yeah, this is a good plan. And Treyarch's probably looking at me a little funny, but I look over at him and I go, you know what? I got great idea. Unfortunately, I gotta leave you because I gotta go home for a minute and get back to the shop.
You gonna go and figure out that dagger for us?
Yeah, and I gotta do some more work for Gord tonight. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll
That's right, Mister Cranky Pants. I remember. And you can
yeah.
he's down a bit in his cups.
And yeah, I look at him and I say, these ones were on you, right?
Yeah, yeah, whatever. I'll see you later, friend.
So based on this location of the skewered dragon, the statue of the the honorable knight should be just somewhere close to the south here, and so we're just like our home is located just a couple blocks east of that, and that's where I'm going to go to get a bit of privacy.
Honorable Knight is right here. I see it. Change layer. Map. Couple blocks south. Okay, there's Snail Street, Way of the Dragon. Do you have a specific address already?
Yeah, I had it written down. It was a couple blocks east of the honorable knight in the southern part of the trade ward. So essentially, so just maybe kind of right by um,
Horse Bar, Fishwife Alley, Mouse Alley, Curtain Alley, Brian's
Black
Street.
Knoll Street, maybe Black
Black
Knoll Street.
Knoll. I like it. Black Cloak Alley. Can you see what hex that's in by any chance?
It's in hex B40, BL40.
BL. I see. Black Mold. Okay, I like it. All right, place pin and
And
save
I'll take the
this.
way of the dragon to be under the cover of busyness, I guess. No back alleys for this one.
Okay, wise. All right, so you head down Net Street, right up the way of the dragon, and cross at Telchambra Street and back up to Blackpool Alley, or Blackpool Street, rather.
Okay, and yeah, make my way into the home and immediately close the door, lock it, and my intuition tells me that Gordon probably still won't be home for quite a while. If if we're as busy as he claims we are, then then we're both going to be out pretty late. I take it it's vacant.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, and so yeah, I'm going to practice kind of putting my dagger somewhere and then kind of stepping away from it and seeing if I can recall it and how the magic works. Essentially, working on uh, figuring out if I can make this plan work.
All right. As you practice and practice, no matter how hard you try, it only returns to you when you throw it. It seems that first time was some kind of fluke, or there is
Okay.
some condition which you are not meeting yet. It does return when you
I
throw it.
What about a lob? If I kind of throw it up, throw it
If
like
you,
as if I'm standing maybe 3 feet away from the table, and I kind of just throw it up to the table.
no, it's more like when you like throw the knife rather than like tossing it.
Okay. Curses. This won't. Actually, this this might work. I think to myself, okay, maybe I have to put on a bit of showmanship when I return the dagger, um, to make this work. So, but then I think to myself, okay, no, I got to get back to the shop, and in a worst case scenario, forge a lookalike, make a lookalike as much as I can, and try and get some of Gordon's work done so that this doesn't come off as completely crazy. Um, Crap. Yeah, I seeing that plan not work as anticipated, I'm gonna make my way back to the switchblade.
Okay. It is nearly midnight by the time you make your way back home to the switchblade. And you still have several hours of work to make up. Would you like to actually make it up, or would you like to get some sleep before you have to go
Um,
in to give your word in the morning?
well, I want to focus on the dagger to see if I can put together some material. I'm assuming that the switchblade is vacant for the night. Gordon's gone.
Yes.
Um,
He
and
was neither at
so
the house nor the switchblade.
got it. Um, yeah, I try and craft. I look through our inventory, see if I can find anything to try and craft something, or not even craft something similar, but make a dagger that looks similar to this. And if this feels like there's just no way in heck that this will be possible, I won't put too much time into it.
Okay. What stat would you like, or what stat? What skill would you like to use to try to do this?
That is a good question. I guess I mean, if we're going rules as written on like the with the smith's tools, I fast crafting lets you make a ball bearing, a bucket, caltrops, grappling hook, or iron pot. So I can't craft a dagger from scratch. But what I'd be looking to do is take an existing dagger that's already crafted and try and replicate maybe the grip, the 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 inscription with maybe some like cheap leather or something that could work. I don't know if it's even reasonable what I'm looking to do given the time that I have.
Yeah, it's like doing that quickly is not very likely.
Mhm.
But I was thinking like with a high roll, you might be able to like find one that already has that shape and modify it tonight.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna aim for, and you know, this is what I save my heroic inspirations for. What stat we're gonna use for this? I guess it would be uh, deception. I'm guessing maybe on. No, I don't
Dexterity
know.
to
That's more of a more of a dexterity check, I guess,
yeah, so
for
dex
crafting
check,
quickly and efficiently.
and then if you're proficient in deception, we'll add the two.
Okay, so sorry, you wanted me to do, and like, so if I'm doing heroic inspiration, this is new to the D&D 5e, so this is not advantage, it's reroll if bad, right?
Yeah, it's a reroll. So excuse me. In my game, if it says you have advantage or you have to call it or whatever, it's always a reroll, because
Okay,
that's just easier. So roll once, and then if you don't have to use it, you don't have to use it. That way, it's never wasted. Nice.
gotcha. So there's the dex check,
Okay, that's a
and then you
save. So
said a
there's
deception.
already. That's all right. No, no. So
Okay.
the way the skills are done, it's like a dex check, and if you're
Oh
proficient in
shit, sorry.
deception, that's okay. But that's the same math, because you're proficient with dex saves. So it's a 4 + 2, and you rolled an 18. So that's a 24. You were absolutely able to do that.
All right, then yeah, and that like that's what I as far as Gordon's work is concerned, I'm keeping that out of sight and out of mind for now because like always we can make it up. Backlog, I'll figure something else out. But if I turn around and I make a decent lookalike for the magistrate, as I'm working at it, as I'm kind of tightening a new grip, inscribing on some leather that I'm kind of gonna glue into the pommel, I start realizing this is gonna work. I'm feeling really good about it, and I just kind of get lost in continuing to do that until I feel like it's passable.
Okay. So that takes all night. Please make a Constitution saving throw versus exhaustion. Ooh.
Maybe that's that I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Okay, yeah. You spend all night doing it,
That's
and maybe you wake up with like that creator's high. That, like you're really tired until you finish it, and you're like, "Oh, that was awesome." Go
and so do
ahead.
I roll again?
You roll again. Yeah. Ooh.
It's just been a big day.
Yeah. Up and down the city, so much. All right. So you will start with one level of exhaustion, and then we have to fast forward a bit because we're coming up on the end of it. So when
Yeah.
you go in to give your statement to the police, is there anything that you leave out or lie about, or do you just give straight the truth?
I give straight the truth, and then at the very end of it, I pass the dagger, and I basically so everything is the truth except for the part where
Except
I
for the
hand the
dagger.
dagger back, and I let them know, I cross referenced this against some of the different emblems. I've never seen anything like it. It's my guess, if I'd have to say, maybe a thieves guild, but nothing I can recognize, something small.
Interesting. All right. Listen, you tell Gordon that we're looking for him too, because yeah, we haven't seen him since yesterday, and well, that's a little suspicious, and he might be a person of interest since you named him last
Mm.
night in your interview.
And I apologize too. Oh, that's right. I was gonna talk to him, but I ended up I went south. I went down to the I went down to the dock ward and then had to come all the way back up. I haven't seen Gord since I left the shop yesterday, and I'm just being truthful about that.
Right. While you're doing that, uh, you notice that Trayern is trying to catch your eyes, and as you look at him, he mouths, "Tonight, skewered dragon."
I look at him and I I give him a little smile and I shake my head and I make the kind of the emote of like a blacksmith hammer, like I gotta work, I gotta
He
sleep.
his eyes go wide, and you like see he says, "No, really," and you see that he has something to tell you that's really important.
Okay.
but he can't
I
say it.
nod my head.
He can't say it right here.
Got it. I nod in acknowledgement. And
Okay.
yeah, I'll okay. Yeah.
And is there? What would you do during the day? Are you going to get some sleep? Are you going to um, get some of that work done? You're going to try to do both.
Yeah, I would go back to the Switchblade and into this isn't the first time I've been super backlogged, and if I don't and I lock the door to walk-ins and try and get caught up as much as possible before my exhaustion just puts me out and I sleep with the intention of basically waking up at night to make it to the skewer dragon. So basically, try and sleep through most of the day, and get a bit of work done as well.
Okay. All right. So where we'll end is that you are able to take your long rest, get rid of that exhaustion, and we will pick up as you enter the skewered dragon. Uh, Two of the other characters have already been there for a bit. You're entering, and I'm not sure how our fourth character is going to be there yet or not. But our opening action next week centers around this location, the Skewered Dragon.
A classic
So,
tavern meetup. Love it.
heck yeah. So the first 2 hours of the next session will likely be, the session zero stuff, doing all that. It probably won't take the full 2 hours. And then we'll finish out the rest of the game just by starting up. We'll go right into it.
Okay. Excellent.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I've never. It's interesting. You're definitely you don't really you have less time to think between actions, which is and it kind of just flows.
Yeah, I did notice that. Like I really have to have like normally I'm like I hate the lazy DM kind of view at it is like, okay, just be able to improvise, know your setting and your characters, and you can do what you want. But like this, I'm like, okay, I really have to have this path just in case because if you go off script. I don't railroad, but like if you go off of what I had planned as like a contingency, it's hard to think that up. Like when it's just you and me, and I don't have somebody else to be filling the time.
Fair, yeah, yeah. I mean, myself as a player, I've always, if a DM is giving you a brand, like a hint, it's usually because they're trying to steer in a direction, and that's the narrative you generally want to play. I've had some groups where people just want to go like off the beaten path and do something completely like non-essential to the narrative, all like for the entire game, and I'm kind of typically the one that tries to steer people back into the narrative. I find,
Right? Yeah.
but
It's like I'm like, okay, well, you find this clue, and this clue, and there's three obvious paths, and they're like, well, is there anything goblin made? Like, no, we're in Strahd's castle.
yeah, it's definitely tricky too playing in the city just because there's essentially so much that can happen. But that yeah, no, that a lot of fun and thanks for that session. So if I understand correctly, then basically Sornn will have gets his long rest, gets caught up on work, but Gordon hasn't been around all day. Basically, like he's kind of waiting for him to bust in the door and bust his balls for sleeping during the day, but he never showed up.
Correct. Yeah. In fact, as far as you or the law enforcement community know, the last time anybody saw him was shortly after you left, because he had closed up, and then you guys left, and then he left. No one's seen him since then.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, my as I'm waking up, and I guess as Sorn's headed to the Shattered Dragon, what he's keeping fresh in his mind is what do the Kenku have to do with this? What did Gordon get himself wrapped up in, and what the heck was in that package that they seem so interested in? And that's kind of where my mind is wandering, but also feeling very happy with my new dagger.
Heck yeah.
Is it? Do we on D&D Beyond? Do we have Xanatar? Because I think that's from Unearthed Arcana, isn't it?
It is from
I'm trying.
originally. It's from
It won't.
Eberron, and then it is from Tasha's when they put it officially. Because Rising from the Last
Weird.
War
I
was never technically official
gotcha. Okay, because I can't seem to. I think I just got to add it.
on
That's
D&D
probably what I'll
Beyond.
do.
You should have it. Returning weapon.
Returning. Yeah, no, it's which is tripping me out here.
Oh, try returning
Filtering.
dagger on Beyond.
There's a returning club. That's like the only thing.
That's weird. I'll try to figure
Very
that
bizarre.
out. Yeah, that is weird.
But D&D Beyond is kind of weird that way sometimes. I can always custom add it based on the description that you provided, which was that's in the journal here, isn't it?
I do believe, yeah.
Dagger of Mask. Perfect. Yeah, got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Worst case scenario, you can just put in a +1 dagger, and then in the
Exactly.
notes say returns to my hand.
Got it. Okay, great. Yeah, really looking forward to next week's session. Thanks a lot, Nim. This was great, and yeah, hope that went well for you as well.
Heck yeah, I loved it. I'm really excited about these stories. I've had so much fun coming up with these prologues. So much fun.
Fuck yeah,
All right. Well, I will see you
good
next
stuff.
week.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, bye bye.